Hey everybody, it's Jordan again. I hope everybody is doing well at home and just if you are well, just try your best to stay well and do whatever you can to keep your sanity and whatever. Anyway, so I want to talk to y'all about how to become an acupuncturist. First, you need to make sure that you graduate high school and then go to a 4-year college program, 4-year university. And whatever you decide to do as far as your major goes, your degree program goes, just make sure that you are getting the prerequisites that you need in order to enter into acupuncture and Chinese medicine school. So generally, the same prerequisites that you need to get into medical or dental, physical therapy, or even a chiropractic school, that's going to be the same prerequisites that you would need in order to get into acupuncture and Chinese medicine school. Okay, so generally that's going to be like your general biology, your acupuncture, your general biology, your anatomy and physiology, your general chemistries, organic chemistry. Some schools even want physics, depending on what state you're in. I believe if you go to school in California, they want physics. If you decide to major in biology or chemistry or even physics, you will already pretty much have some of those prerequisites already built into your degree. Just make sure that you talk with your advisors and let them know that you want to go into this program after you graduate from your university, and they'll basically help you along the way. But make sure that you are familiar with the degree program that you want to go into, that you want to enter into once you graduate from undergrad. Okay, so pick your school, of course. Pick a school that you feel like is going to fit with you. If you want to pick a school that's local to you in your state, in your city, whatever, that's great. Just make sure that you go and visit, do a tour, get a feel for it. A lot of schools would allow you to sit in with one of their classes to see how it is. Of course, that will never be the full picture of what it would be like to be in acupuncture school, but you'll at least have something to kind of go with. Okay, it's always a good thing to talk with students and even people that are out in the profession to see if this is something that's really going to fit with you. It's always a great idea to shadow your acupuncturist that you know in your area, or find an acupuncturist, contact them. Most people are they would be pretty receptive of asking questions or even shadowing them. So it's always a good idea to shadow the profession that you want to go into. When I was looking to become when I was doing my whole thing, when I was an undergrad and I was trying to figure out which health profession I wanted to go into, I did shadow, and I did go to different summer I went to a summer program to figure out what I wanted to do. So I did that. I did not encounter acupuncture until like after I was done with my undergraduate program. So, but that's a whole other story, and I believe that honestly, I believe that I'm actually going to make a whole nother video about how I got into acupuncture. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick overview of how to become an acupuncturist, because it does involve it's a longer process than a lot of people realize. So of course you're going to, like I said, you're going to do 4 years in your undergraduate degree program. So you'll get your bachelor's degree. Then you'll need to move forward and basically start grad school. And a lot of people that I know, simply because of how not well known actually the acupuncture profession is, a lot of people don't get into acupuncture until after their first or second career change. So they're going back to school as you know, grown adults with kids with full careers that they've had, you know, they're rearranging their whole entire life. So that's a lot of people that I know that actually got into acupuncture that way. So a lot of people that I know didn't do the straight from college to acupuncture school route. I do know some people like that though. So it is possible, it's definitely possible. But acupuncture school is at least 4 years, and I say at least because you have the option to do right now, what's going on right now, in 2020, you still have the option to do the master's program in order to become a licensed acupuncturist in your state and to take all your board exams and things like that. You still have the option to do the master's program, but the master's program is basically 4 years long. So the thing is, now almost every acupuncture school in the nation has actually added more classes to their degree program, more hours in order to upgrade the degree to a doctoral level. So as some of you may or may not know, it's very similar to how the physical therapists used to be. That used to be a master's program. The pharmacy program used to be a master's program, and if I'm not mistaken, I know those for sure. And so now those are now doctor of physical therapy, and you become a doctor. You basically have a PharmD, a pharmacy doctoral level degree. So now that's what's going on with the acupuncturists in the United States, is that we're now becoming doctors of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. So that is why it's a little confusing sometimes. If you talk on the acupuncture and they say, well, I have a master's degree. They did not go to school 2 years. They actually went to school 4 years. And there was an option for them to go to school 2 additional years to get a, like your traditional PhD, which is different from a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, because a PhD involves the whole thesis and the research aspect versus what you would do, like say if you were a medical doctor and you go to medical school, and the medical doctors, they do actually have the option to be have a PhD in another field as well. So that, a lot of people don't really realize that, but you do have the option to have a PhD, to add on, go to school longer if you go to medical school. So you can be a research, basically they call it a research physician. I might be wrong, but when I was going through all these things and all these different options and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I saw there's so many different programs out there. But anyway, going back to how acupuncture is set up now, when you go into acupuncture school, you have a choice to get the doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. You start that program. You just get in that program. You don't have to say, I need to go back and get these hours so that I can have my doctorate degree. Okay, so now the degree program is set up for you to be a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. Okay, so that's where the 4 + 4 plus a gazillion years of training comes out to be when somebody says, I went to school for this long. It's not a certificate program. It's a for real program, okay? And I'm not saying and let me go backwards. I'm not saying people who have a certificate or anything, it's not a real program. What I'm saying is that a lot of people don't understand how long you go to school when you're an acupuncturist. People just don't know. They think, they equate it with, like a 9-month program. I don't know where they get this stuff from, but it's way longer than that. So I basically went to school almost my whole entire life at this point. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And I'm even back in school because actually when I got into school, I started out as a master's of acupuncture and oriental medicine. And just going back to the different terminologies that we use, oriental medicine and Chinese medicine have been used interchangeably for a while. Now, a lot of the programs are using the Chinese medicine instead of oriental. And there's a different cultural things that are going on with the use of that. So it's always safer to say Chinese medicine versus oriental medicine. But the school that I went to actually has oriental medicine in their name. So, there's a lot of different things with that. And I hopefully am able to break a lot of this stuff down for you. I really do want to do that. That is the goal of my channel and what I really come to do. And I try to think about, what I want to, what people want to know and learn and things like that. That's what I really want to be here for. So I hope that you learned something. I hope that what I said came off clear as day. Let me know if you have any other questions. I will definitely make some more videos for y'all.